What's up friends, it's Mike again. Welcome back to another episode of Best True Wireless Earbuds, where I get the latest and most demanded earbuds by you to compare and review against the rest of the earbuds that I reviewed on my channel so that you can know where each earbud stands among the rest and ultimately which one's gonna be the best for you. And today's episode is the back in school edition, meaning that we have some really affordable earbuds that actually sound good and some really premium build quality and sound quality earphones as well. So man, it's gonna be an exciting day. We're gonna go over each earbud in these areas, and then at the very end we're gonna compare the call quality of each earbud side by side so that you can compare it for yourself. And before we start, full disclosure and transparency to my audience, these companies did send in their earbuds free of charge for me to review, but I didn't get paid to say anything good or bad about any of them. So if something sucks, I'll definitely tell you guys, and if something's good, you'll know that as well. And without further ado, let's get started. So first, we're gonna start with the JBL Air Executive and Epic Air Sport. So starting with the Air Executive, it comes in this leatherish case. It's quite compact, it's gonna fit in your pants, no problem. The leather on the outside gives it a premium executive feel. And it's nice that they have magnets to open and close the case as well, and the earbuds are secured magnetically, so it's a good touch. And then on the outside, you do have a built-in USB cable for charging. That's a good thing because you don't have to carry any cables, just your power bank, and it's dual-sided as well, so plug it in any side and bam, it's charging. As for the earbuds themselves, the build quality is made of all plastic, and as for ergonomics and comfort, the Air Executives did come with a lot of ear tips, and they even included these blue foamy ones that I have on here, and that's good because it conforms to the shape of your ear canal. And then to make it more secure, they added a rubber on the side of the earbud that's removable so that it grips on the inside of your ear. So it's pretty comfortable when it's in my ear, but the question is, how secure is this? Here's the shake test. So, it's quite secure, it's not going anywhere, and that's quite impressive because usually AirPod style earbuds don't really stay in my ear this securely. But anyways, these earbuds do use touch controls, and the thing is that with these touch commands with JBL, you have to tap a lot, and you will experience like annoying tapping sounds like this. But the next thing is that there are two special features with JBL earbuds. With this and the Epic Air Sport, with 3 taps on this side, you can toggle the equalizer. And there is bass boost, JBL signature, and balanced mode. And with 3 taps, you can actually enable hear through. So I gotta say that the hear through on this, although it's a nice feature, it's actually very tinny. You can hear it's like more of a robot kind of voice. It's not gonna be as natural as the Sennheisers, Galaxy Buds, or the Jabras. But sound quality wise, this is where it gets interesting, because with the 3 modes, I find that they all sound kind of bad, with these at least. Because with the bass boost mode, the bass is really big, really like impressive, but it kind of overpowers everything else so that the mids and highs, it all sounds muddy and really like clouded. And the clearest form with sufficient bass would be the JBL signature. In this mode, I found the bass to be punchy, but the mids and the highs, they were good at a certain volume, but at higher volumes, it sounded almost like tinny. There's something thin about it. But on the other hand, the sound in the Epic Air Sports is actually quite good. So I'm not sure what the difference is because they look to be like almost the same size. There might be a different driver in here, but when it's in bass boost mode, the bass is like really strong and really punchy in a way that doesn't mask or overpower the mids and highs. It's actually really epic. But although it sounds good, I did find it to be like really amplified and really like just a tiny bit artificial sounding. So if you're really into rock, dance, or really music that pumps you up while you work out, this would probably be really good for that. Also, I think the sound in these are actually a bit better than the Jabras and the Galaxy Buds as well, whereas the Air Executives are not. But the Air Executives are $70 and this is almost double the price at $150. But at that price, you do get this rubber securitization thing, and note that it does not adjust to the way that you bend it, unlike the Powerbeats Pro, but you know what, they still work. So notice it does hinge on the very edge of my ear over here. I can't adjust it in or anything like that. And here's a shake test for you. It's not coming out. But I do have to say that the foam ear tips, it did slide out a bit. So you're just gonna have to adjust them once in a while. But anyways, the case is huge. It's like the Powerbeats Pro, but it comes with the built-in cable as well for you to charge. And the other thing is that this is actually a charger. So with this, you can plug in your USB over here and then plug it into your phone. Bam! It's charging. Anyways, I've always kept cases like this in my bag, or when I worked out, I left them at home while I ran and then came back and put my earbuds back in. So if you're using it for sports or in the gym, it's gonna be perfect, but maybe not your everyday earbud, unless you're into this kind of specific style. Next, we have these two earbuds in the best sound category. First of all, we're gonna go with the Creative Outlier Air. With this, it comes in an aluminum case. You push out the tube to access the earbuds. These are magnetically secured, so that's nice. But I would have to say that the overall build quality is very light and plasticky and cheap. However, the earbuds are okay though. They do have these lights flashing and glowing. That could be a good thing or a bad thing, depending if you're into that kind of thing. The earbuds themselves uses ear tips like this. I find this to be quite flimsy, and it's kind of hard to get a good seal, and it only comes with 2 sets of these, so it's hard to find a good fit. But the body over here is ergonomically shaped, so when I do put them into my ear, it is quite comfortable, but you just kind of have to play with it until you do have that good fit. But is it secure is the question. I do have to say that I shook quite hard there at the end. So I think for running, it's gonna be okay. For more vigorous sports, I don't think so. And the other thing is that when you're using them, it actually uses tactile hardware buttons, but it's really hard to press in, and you have to like really press them into your ear, so it's painful to use. So the user interface and user experience isn't that good. The only thing that saves these earbuds is the sound quality. And what I mean is that the bass is really punchy, really powerful. There's a lot of clarity, and the highs and the trebles are like quite snappy as well. So overall, I was quite impressed. It's definitely better than the Jabras and the Galaxy Buds, but it's not as detailed as the Sabbats. So overall, for $80, I think what you're really paying for is the sound quality and the flashing lights. And next, if you want great build quality and sound quality, this is the Klipsch T5. So the interesting thing about this case is that it's actually inspired and modeled after the Zippo lighter. And I gotta say that it is quite similar, except that it's a bit chubbier and shorter. Anyways, with that being said, you know they put a lot of thought into the aesthetics of this thing. It's actually quite substantial when you hold it because it's heavy. It's like almost the weight of 3 of these. Okay, maybe 2, not 3. And in my experience of owning like pretty cases like the MW07, that one scratched a lot when it was in my pocket. With this, I used it in my pocket a few times. It's still not scratched because it has a smooth coating on the metal, and it's scratch resistant. It's a shame that they don't have wireless charging. Anyways, inside the case, we have the earbuds. They are magnetically secured, so again, very good. When you take them out and look at them, that's when you really are perplexed. Because look at the nozzles on this thing, it's very long. And I'll show you why that's weird in a sec, but these uses these oval ear tips over here, and I gotta say they're very comfortable because they are like the shape of your ear canal. But the thing is that because the nozzle is so long, I can't press it fully into my head, so they kind of stick out like this. And I don't think that's too aesthetically pleasing on the user. But anyways, how secure is it? So these are quite secure because the seal is actually really strong. It's almost like a suction into your ear canal. So when you do use the hard tactile buttons, you're kind of pressing them into your ear, which doesn't feel too good. For myself, I use my index finger on the back of here to press. That's a lot easier to use. And I mean, these are pretty easy to press on as well. So it's just the suction feeling that's kind of unpleasant. Anyways, the sound quality of these are actually really good. The bass is really powerful, solid, and I think the best word to describe it is it's impactful. It packs in a pretty solid punch, and the mids and the highs are really clear as well, so you're really getting that clarity, and when you listen to vocals, it's really smooth. So there's overall a very full and warm sound in these earbuds. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that it's rare when I put on true wireless earbuds and actually hear a big difference among the rest, and this certainly did it for me, as well as the Sennheisers and Sabbats. So yeah. Next, we do have the best in value earbuds. So starting with the Pamelas Slide, it's on Indiegogo for $70, and I think the retail is $200. The cool thing about this is that it slides. It's the first case that I've seen that has this mechanism that's pretty solid. It doesn't feel cheap at all, although it's made of plastic and this textile texture over here. And the reason why this is kind of chunky is because it's also a wireless charger. There's a button in the back over here, press it twice, it will light up. That's when you know it's ready for charging. And when you put the Samsung Galaxy Buds on, it's charging. So that's pretty cool. But anyways, this does have 2000 milliamp hours in it. It could maybe charge up like half of my phone. But on the inside, we have magnetic securitization yet again. Good job, guys. And the earbuds are AirPod shaped. So if these, they have ear tips like this, it's kind of oval as well, which is nice. This does not go into my ear canal, it sits on the outside, which makes it comfortable. And on the side, you'll see some rubber over here to grip on the inside of your ear. So when I put it on and listen to music for a while, I do notice that I have to shift them a bit to readjust the seal. That's the annoying part, but once they're in, they're comfortable. But is it secure? So, not really. Anyways, I did try this many times with all the different ear tips that it provided, and maybe it's just not a right seal for me, because on their website they say these will never fall out, which we just showed it fell out. And I didn't even shake that hard. But anyways, I think if you're running with these, it's gonna be okay. No one's actually gonna like shake their head like that anyways when they're working out. But I gotta say, if they don't fall out in these tests, they're not gonna fall out in your ears. But anyways, the sound quality with the tight fit is good. The bass is punchy, it's clear, powerful, and the mids and highs are clear as well. I won't say it's better than this, but it sounds a bit different, like a tiny sliver different than the Creative Outliers. So I do think that at its Indiegogo price, 70 bucks is a steal, but maybe at its $200 retail price, that could be tricky. Anyways, last but not least, we have EOZ Air. Now this is a more sports looking earbud. So the case is made of this metal top over here and a plastic over here. It kind of feels like an Altoids Mint case, if you know what I mean. But besides that, it uses magnets to open and close, and it's secured magnetically as well. And the thing with this is that it's only $110 for super premium looking earbuds and accessories, because it actually comes with this leather vegan strap as well, so that you can like put it on the ends of this and hang it here. Oh dang, it's a black shirt. So that you can hang it around your neck like this when you're not using it, versus hanging them elsewhere like the Powerbeats Pro. You will see that the earbuds have this plastic hook. It is not adjustable to any attempts that I make. It is very flexible though, and it has a metal hinge part over here, which makes it nice. And also, I'm using these plastic ear tips over here, but in the case, they actually provide you foam ear tips as well. And then you'll notice that this is ergonomically shaped as well, so it all sums up to a comfortable fit. So yeah, this is what it looks like. I think it actually looks better than a Powerbeats Pro because how thin these lines are and how compact this is. Because usually with sports earbuds, like the JLabs, like this is very sporty. I wouldn't walk out in the mall with this or anywhere except when I'm working out. But with these, it could be my everyday earbuds. But anyways, here's the shake test. No, it's not coming off. Whew. So the thing here is that it's very secure in here, but these things like flap around a lot in the back. I can feel it. But other than that, it uses touch controls. It's very good, very accurate, but the only thing is that you can't adjust volume. And when I'm working out, I don't want to worry about that. I don't want to go to my watch to press the volume up or down or find where that is, or like hold my phone and press it. I just want to adjust it on my earbuds. So I would say that that is the greatest flaw of these earbuds. But anyways, the sound quality is quite good as well because the bass is punchy and powerful at the same time. It's clear, it ticks all the boxes. There's nothing I can really complain about except that it's not like super HD or you can't really hear all the details like the higher end earbuds. So anyways, I do think for $110 this has like huge value for what you're paying, and it's stylish at the same time. And what can I say? Students, here you go. And congratulations, you made it this far. So here is the call quality test for you. Okay, so now we're trying to simulate a coffee shop environment using my speakers back there. So in this test, you do want to notice how much the microphones isolate my voice and if it can separate it from the background sounds. So now we're going to switch to the JBL Air Executive. This is the JBL Air Executive. Testing, 1, 2, 3. This is the JBL Air Executive. Now we're using the JBL Epic Air Sport. Testing, this is the JBL Epic Air Sport. And now this is the Creative Outlier Air. Testing, 1, 2, 3. This is the Creative Outlier Air. Okay, now we're using the Klipsch T5. Testing, 1, 2, 3. This is the Klipsch T5. Now we're using the Pamelas Slide. Testing, 1, 2, 3. This is the Pamelas Slide. And finally, this is the EOZ Air. Testing, 1, 2, 3. This is the EOZ Air. So what do you guys think? I've tested all of this. I hope you can compare and tell the difference. Let me know in the comments below which sounds the best. So there you have it, guys. Thanks for staying till the very end here. I hope I explained this really accurately for you guys, especially in terms of sound quality. I know it got a bit repetitive there, but after trying out all these earbuds, there's some things that I learned. If something's bad, you'll know it right away when you listen to music. But when something's good to great, that's when it gets really hard and nitpicky. Because with a lot of these are in that good to great section where there are very marginal differences and certain earbuds are better in certain areas, and that's really hard to judge. But when it's great to excellent, that's, again, boom, you'll notice that right away. And the other thing is that I forgot to mention, all of this over here today that we explained uses Bluetooth 5.0. There's no lag when I was watching videos or anything like that, so it was superb this time. This was a lot better in terms of quality than the last episode. So do comment below and tell me which ones you want to see so that I can test them out for you so that you don't have to. And really, that's it for now, guys. Comment below and ask away if you have any questions at all. I'd love to help. And of course, like and subscribe if you haven't yet with the notification bell on so that you can get the latest updates about my channel from YouTube. And really, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next review. Bye! The Zippo lighter. Ah, strained my neck. Ah, gotta stretch before doing these.